It's been 11 years of Bayern Munich dominance in German football, but their golden era is finally over. Bayer Leverkusen are the new Bundesliga champions, so let's take a look at how they've pulled it off. Hello and welcome to Football Now. For the last 11 years, the Bundesliga has been dominated by only one club, Bayern Munich. But their run of good fortune has come to an end, and in 2024, Germany has a new champion, Bayer Leverkusen. They're a team who have never won the title before, so let's take a look back at what has been a historic season so far. With their manager, Xabi Alonso, heading into his first full season in charge of the team, Leverkusen made some big moves in the transfer market. He signed Arsenal and Switzerland captain Granit Xhaka to bolster his midfield, as well as left-back Alejandro Grimaldo from Benfica. The opening game of the season brought a tense 3-2 win over Red Bull Leipzig, and Leverkusen never looked back from there. Beating closest challengers Bayern Munich 3-0 in February was certainly crucial to their title pursuit, and with Bayern continuing to drop points, by mid-April the title was all wrapped up for Alonso's team. A 5-0 win at home to Werder Bremen mathematically confirmed Leverkusen as champions, with 5 games still left to play. It's not just the league that is on offer this season too. A DFB Pokal final against Kaiserslautern could also deliver them a domestic double, while in Europe they are on track to make the Europa League final and aim for a historic treble.
They had this unbeaten run that was going. A lot of people were talking about when this would come to an end, and they started getting these wins from much closer games, much tighter games. They also beat Mainz, which set the unbeaten record across all competitions for German football, and that was seen as a pivotal moment. Will they make it to that far? Will they make it to that stage? And then added to that, the fact that they then demolished Bayern 3-0. That was seen as Bayern's last big chance to get into the title race, and they were crushed in that game. And of course, that's a huge momentum shift coming down the stretch in the title race.
Well, they've been runners-up on 5 previous occasions, but now is finally their time to collect the silverware. Any title win is special, but you never forget your first. So what does this win mean to the fans and the city of Leverkusen?
I mean, Leverkusen there are 2 things in Leverkusen, sports and the Bayerwerk, the Bayer company, and there are many people who are Leverkusen fans who live there, and I think the whole city will celebrate the title or any trophy. It means so much to all of the people in Leverkusen, to the club, to the team, because we missed a couple of times the German trophy and we are a little bit traumatized by it, but yeah, when we finally made it, it will be a big day, yes.
Well, this moment of glory for Leverkusen spells the end of an era for Bayern Munich. They've won 11 back-to-back titles, but some have felt that failure this season has been in the mail for some time. Their current manager, Thomas Tuchel, is their 3rd coach in 3 years and will leave the post in the summer. So, what has gone so wrong in Munich?
What has gone wrong at Bayern starts off the field for sure. Right from the very top, there have been kind of power struggles, internal conflicts, disagreements that have then just made their way through the club. The players have felt a little bit less secure. We've seen more red cards. We've seen more players arguing with the manager when things haven't gone the right way. The club just seems to be in a little bit of turmoil. In reality, this Bayern team weren't good enough last year, and Dortmund hugely let them off the hook. This should have been Dortmund's title a year ago, so Bayern should already have lost this title-winning run. What I find interesting is that Bayern talk about it being a horror show. Rock bottom is what they talk about. And if rock bottom for your team is being second in the Bundesliga and still doing well in the Champions League, that shows a little bit about exactly what kind of stature FC Bayern have in German football. This is a team who are built to win. They must win everything almost. So to have a season without a title, it's just a complete disaster for them.
Well, the manner of this success has made Xabi Alonso one of the most desired managers in world football. But despite some big managerial vacancies available this summer, including in Munich and in Liverpool, Alonso has formally announced that he will stay put in Leverkusen for at least another season. The question is that the right decision?
Yeah, I believe so. I think when you look at the reputation of the two clubs who were mainly interested in him in Liverpool and Bayern Munich, they have such a stature, especially in the Champions League. And I'm not saying no coach can make a jump from a club like where Alonso is right now to a Bayern Munich or a Liverpool, but the kind of pressures, especially in the Champions League, if you've never played Champions League football before, is quite demanding. Bayern Munich would have been probably an easier step in that regard, and he knows the league now. But that step into these clubs, demanding something in the Champions League in your first season, your second season as senior coach, is probably just not very sensible. And it's a risk that Xabi Alonso especially doesn't have to take.
Yes, a fantastic achievement for Bayer Leverkusen, as they will be crowned champions of Germany for the first ever time in their history. That's all we have time for this week from our studio here in Doha. Do let us know your thoughts using the hashtag FootballNowLeverkusen, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.